Today, we are doing the first ever Twitch Tuesday. It's Twitch Tuesday. So basically, we're gonna talk about what's been going on Twitch. This is the brand new show that I have. I'm gonna start just unpacking Twitch, right? That's the idea. There's a lot of things that I could be doing on my stream, like just playing Apex or doing Minecraft like a lot of people are expecting me to do, right? But I wanted to do this. And I really wanted to unpack just the amount of dense history and stuff going on Twitch. Twitch is a growing website. Twitch is consistently just becoming more and more complex. Have you guys seen that one graph of like all the Twitch streamers and like how they're connected? The website's just getting more and more complicated, and as time goes on, there's more and more lore to the website, more and more events going on, more and more history. And it makes it kind of difficult for new people to approach Twitch as a whole. I know when I started Twitch, it was kind of difficult to actually figure out how Twitch works. But now I'm here, and I understand Twitch. So, what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to just take everything that's been going on in like the past month or so, and I'm just going to unload. I'm just going to be like, here's what's been going on. Here's what you want to know. Here's what we're doing, right? Here's what the people on the website have been talking about. So that way you don't have to scour through Twitter. You don't have to look at frickin' like Twitch's responses to stuff and, you know, individual streamers and what they think's going on. This is your one-stop shop for everything Twitch. So basically, this is like drama alert, but without the drama, right? It's just the news. So let me tell you where I got some inspiration from, right? Because I didn't just think up of this, right? So my man Atrioc, right? Atrioc Glizzy Hands Ewing. This guy, if you don't know, right? He works for NVIDIA, right? He's a streamer. He's got about 100K subscribers. You might know him from Ludwig's streams. A few people watch Ludwig, right? Atrioc. He does something called Marketing Monday. And what Marketing Monday is usually on Mondays, right, what he'll do is he'll have a presentation about something related to marketing. So he'll present like maybe the best ads of all time, food ads, video game ads, worst ads, ads that overhyped games, stuff like that. Just essentially, he talks about marketing. And he knows what he's talking about because he works in a real marketing job for NVIDIA. He's a marketer. That's what he does. And he does a show about it. And I was, you know, kind of got something similar going on here. I also got a lot of inspiration from Devin Nash, right? Because Devin Nash likes to talk a lot about Twitch and a lot about YouTube and a lot about social media as a whole and the numbers side of it, right? And that, I think, is my favorite part of Twitch. Is just the statistic part of Twitch, right? I like to know how the numbers work. I like to unpack that stuff, like the viewer counts, the graphs, the money. That's where like my actual interest lies. But I can't be a manager for someone yet, and I also want to be able to talk to other Twitch streamers and network and stuff. But for the most part, what I'm most interested in is the stuff that Devin Nash talks about, and that's the business side of things. But of course, I don't know the business side of things. I'm not like in that field, you know? I'm making movies, and I watch Devin Nash videos. I know how things work in the business side, but I'm not qualified to really talk about that because I don't know more than other people, right? Like, I don't know more than other people who are talking about the subject. And then my third inspiration was kind of unique. I got inspiration from Call Me Carson. If you don't know, I moderate for Call Me Carson. He just came back recently. He's back to streaming. He's doing a year of charity. Pretty cool thing. Basically what he did is he took Atrioc's idea of Marketing Monday and he said, what if I did Anime Friday? Because he said, I can take the idea of doing a weekly show where I talk about something that I'm interested in and that I have knowledge in, and I can just do that, right? So that's what Carson did. He took Marketing Monday and made his own thing similar to that called Anime Friday. It was a little bit scuffed because he didn't have anything prepared really. He just wanted to talk. But that's the thing, is he can just talk. It's okay, you know? And that's kind of what I'm doing, right? I took the idea of Marketing Monday and I said, okay, I'm going to twist that idea and I'm going to talk about Twitch and I'm going to talk to you guys about how the website is going down, you know? So why would you care though? Why would you care? You're on Twitch to see Twitch, not someone talk about Twitch. My stream is essentially the idea of Twitch, isn't it? It's not even like, you're not even watching Twitch if you're watching me. So why would you care about this? And better yet, you probably know Twitch because you're on the website, right? So as an experienced user, why would you care? Well, I'll tell you why you should care. If you haven't clicked off yet, if you're here on the video, the YouTube video or the Twitch stream, great. I would hope you're interested in the show already. But I'm gonna unpack it even more. I'm gonna just convince you, because I might not have convinced everyone yet. Some people might be hovering over someone else's stream, you know, just ready to click. And I'm telling you right now, give me a minute, just 1 minute, 60 seconds, right? Give me 60 seconds, right? So Twitch Tuesday, right? You may be a regular Twitch viewer, but you might not know Twitch as a whole. I know Twitch as a whole. I know the Minecraft side, I know the esports side, I know just the people playing games, the people who are like on live stream fails. I know all that stuff. I know the art side of Twitch. I know the political side of Twitch. I know just that stuff because I spend so much time on Twitch and watching creators on YouTube. I know all these different communities. And maybe you find something new that you're interested in, right? You might find a new group that you didn't even know you liked until you saw it on Twitch Tuesday. And you may end up watching that streamer that I talk about every single day after discovering them on my show. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe you don't know much about esports, right? But then I give a beautiful presentation on CSGO esports, and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool actually. Maybe I'll dip in and see what's going on. Boom. And I guarantee you, CSGO esports in some way connects back to the streamers you watch. So that's pretty cool. And also, if you're a streamer, right? Or you're a business person, looking at the point of view of a streamer, another streamer who is researching this stuff, is very helpful to you, right? Because you might find out the next big thing, right? The next Pokemon cards, the next Valorant, the next Among Us, right? I might call it. Because I've called stuff. I've called a few stuff. I've never ridden the train, but I've speculated, right? I know, you know? I'm starting to predict better what is going to be popular. And I'm not spot on. I'm not perfect. But I'm getting better. And as I learn, you'll learn as well, to sort of see how people figure out these big trends, right? And I'll say it right now. There's no such thing as a meta on Twitch, I don't think. I think it's more of there's something that's getting a lot of attention, but everything is going on all at once. There's always everything going on. Hot tub streams, they happened, but Twitch was still a gaming website. Gambling, that happened, but Twitch remained a gaming website. It's consistent. The website of Twitch rarely ever changes what it is as a whole. League of Legends is still always in the top 5. So there's no meta per se, that would like tip the balance of Twitch, but there's always something that's trending that you might be interested in, that you might want to hear about, that you might not know about yet until you watch Twitch Tuesday. And also, last but not least, if you're a streamer, you want to watch Twitch Tuesday, because at the end of every Twitch Tuesday, we are going to shout out a small streamer with under 10 average viewers. That could be you. That could be your friend. If you email me or message me on Discord, I'll check out the channel. If I think it's good, wholesome fun, I might shout him out on Twitch Tuesday. And the objective is to sort of cross-pollinate these channels. I want channels that I genuinely think are good to be put in the eyes of all the viewers, in the eyes of people who can really appreciate this stuff. So this is what I kind of called them the Twitch frog streamers, because they use better TTV, they use like the Twitch slang, I think the better way to name them would probably be the live stream fails streamers. I felt like that's the best way to describe them. These are the live stream fail streamers, and what they've been doing for the most part, they've been playing some Jump King. There's been a new map on Jump King. A lot of people have been playing that this past month. We got like the OTK crowd, Ludwig, Forsen, XQC, all sorts of streamers. I think I saw Pyrocynical playing it as well. We got a lot of people playing Jump King, and for good reason. It makes for great content. It's got a lot of, like, the developers added a lot of references to Twitch. It's a really good game made by a really good team, and it's so much fun to watch streamers rage and celebrate, and just, it's fun to watch. Mizkif beat it like 2 weeks ago, I think. But what I've noticed is that Ludwig still hasn't beaten the game. So if Ludwig ever comes across this like stream for whatever reason, I just want to ask Ludwig, like, what's going on, dude? Like, can you like just beat Jump King? I don't know. He's the one guy who still hasn't beat it. This is what I call the shows and events of Twitch. These are pretty much the people who are doing not just streams like what I'm usually doing, playing games, not just like talking unscripted stuff. These are the people who have planned out shows and events, actual things for Twitch. Kind of like what I'm doing now, but on a much bigger scale with a much bigger budget. So first off, Germa. I don't know if you guys have heard of Germa, but he's a hilarious dude. Love Germa. You'll probably recognize him from the sus face. Let me just pull that up. Yep, if you haven't heard of Germa, this is Germa. That's Germa. And Germa, he did a stream, or a series of streams rather, called Germa's Dollhouse, which is basically a parody of The Sims, where he is the character, the sim, essentially, and the chat can vote on what he does. The chat is very brutal. The chat wants to torture Germa. So, it was an interesting thing. It was mostly scripted, but it was a lot of improv, and it was hilarious. There were so many good clips from Germa's Dollhouse, and I recommend you look it up to check it out, because it was really entertaining. We also had Maya. She's pretty well known as being, the animal girl of Twitch. She's Mizkif's girlfriend. She has a sanctuary called Alveus. She likes to work with animals a lot. And what she did is she did a show called Animal Quest. And in Animal Quest, essentially what she did was she had a show where she educated people about these chickens, right? She had these chickens, and she was talking about them, teaching about them. A lot of people see a chicken and they're like, that's just a chicken, that's just a bird. But she was going into a lot of detail. I skimmed through it. I didn't exactly watch it. I skimmed through it. But she had it pretty well set up. She had a whole studio and everything for this. Germa had a whole studio as well for his, And the point I'm trying to make with this slide is that the future of Twitch, there's a lot of money that can come out of Twitch, and as a result, there's a lot of money that can be put into Twitch. And my point here, by saying all this, is that the shows and the events and the really, really well choreographed stuff, like TV stuff, that is the kind of stuff that we're going to start seeing a lot more of in the future. It's not going to dominate Twitch. It's not going to be the future of Twitch. But we're going to start seeing that a lot. Because the thing about this stuff is that it's not just like a crew who are like, what can we do to make the most money, right? Usually the people doing this stuff are pretty well off financially, and they're not trying to make more money, right? Like, when Mizkif did Schooled, that's another show. When Mizkif did Schooled, he wasn't doing it because he wanted money. He lost money by giving away subs to all these streamers, right? He might have made a lot of money by getting the attention, right? But his objective wasn't to make money. It was to make a good show, which he did. And it was amazing. But that doesn't mean that traditional Twitch content isn't still the main thing people like. XQC is still the #1 most viewed streamer by a landslide, you know? XQC is still the king. But yeah, basically my point is when you have human people who just want to make something that's entertaining for the purpose of making it entertaining and not for profit, and you give them a big budget, you're going to have really good productions, especially on a platform like Twitch. And another thing that happened recently is that Twitch made a response to the hate rates going on. This is leaning a little more into the Devin Nash side of things, where he's talking about business, or maybe even the drama side of things, where it's like, what's Twitch doing now, you know? But essentially, Twitch sent an email out, right? They said, hey, we noticed... okay, let me back up a little bit, right? So hate rates, right? Hate rates are people where they're gonna send a bunch of bots or a bunch of viewers into other people's chats for the express purpose of just being dicks to them. You have someone who's just doing their stream, and maybe they had a little controversy. Maybe they upset another streamer for some reason. So then people in that other streamer's community come to that stream, they start digging into all the streamer's insecurities, all their nooks and crannies, trying to just dismantle them. That is what a hate rate is. So streamers said, hey, Twitch, you need to do something to stop this. And Twitch said, yeah, whatever. And then streamers said, no, not whatever, you need to do this. And so on September 1st, a lot of people basically went on strike. They just stopped streaming. A lot of people on stream, they still streamed, but they talked about it. You know, they talked about the whole hate rate situation. They informed their audience, while others informed their audience on Twitter and took a stand directly against Twitch themselves. So Twitch could not ignore the situation anymore because Twitch was under fire, as they usually are. So Twitch sent out an email, and Twitch said, hey, we saw what you said, and we saw what you've done, and we noticed that hate rates are a little bit of a problem on the platform right now. So we're going to work on this. We're not going to tell you what we're doing. We're not going to tell you when it's going to be out. We just want you to know we're working on it. Now, if you're like me, you might see a little bit of emptiness to that statement, right? But to elaborate, they said, hey, if we announce exactly what kind of software we're developing to counter hate rates are going to be a step ahead of us, right? And that makes sense, right? Like these people, these trolls, they do a little bit of trolling. They don't do a little bit of trolling, right? They do a lot of trolling. They're good at trolling, right? They see what kind of programs Twitch is using. They're going to be even faster than Twitch to develop something to override those programs or work around them. Twitch doesn't want those people to know until the thing's out, so that way they can stave off, they can be one step ahead of the hate raiders. Makes sense. Still, we're not getting a lot of promise from Twitch right now. If there's more updates, I'll update you on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, down below, in my panels on my Twitch channel, or in my description on my YouTube channel. And last but not least, it's time for the streamer highlight. The streamer spotlight. I'm sorry. The streamer spotlight. So the streamer we're talking about today was a really great guy that I saw, and he streams a lot. His name is Super Viper T302. Right? Now, Viper is a speedrunner. He speedruns like Nintendo games. He speedruns like 3D games, right? 3D platformer kind of games. So Mario Galaxy. There's another Pac-Man game that he recently was doing. Mario 64, that kind of stuff, right? And the reason I know this guy, he's a really small streamer. He usually has like 2 average streamers, or 2 average viewers. But I know this guy because when I started speedrunning Super Mario Galaxy 2, I was sent a link to a playlist of videos that he had made teaching the process of Super Mario Galaxy 2 speedrunning. So basically just pathing, tricks, all this, movement, all that stuff. I learned the majority of that from Viper. And he really deserves more viewers. He's not really like loud and energetic, he's not like an XQC kind of figure. He's a very chill guy. He's the kind of guy who I think if you put lo-fi in the background and you were ready to just fall asleep looking at speedruns, this is the stream to go to. Once again, Super Viper T302. That's your place to go. And that, I believe, concludes Twitch Tuesday. That's Twitch Tuesday. Hope you guys enjoyed. And the soonest. See you guys next Tuesday.